Our next question comes from Tack. He's looking to buy a Blu-ray player with Netflix streaming functionality. He was looking at either the LG BD390 or the Samsung BDP3600. Both are listed at $299 MSRP. However, now the PS3 offers Netflix with Wi-Fi capability and gaming features which look more attractive at the same price point. My main concern is whether the PS3 delivers the same quality of Blu-ray playback as the other Blu-ray players at the same price. Which one would you guys recommend? Tack, Columbus, Ohio. Okay, so let's answer the last question first. PS3, you consider it one of the finest, if not the finest.
It's a reference Blu-ray player.
Okay, it is the
really
reference.
Is. Yeah. I mean, for every Blu-ray player I've ever tested to date, I've put a 1080p test pattern or a 1080i pattern in. 1080p? 1080p. Starting with the original material that's encoded similar to how the Blu-ray discs are. And I get full resolution on those patterns, either motion or not. And also you can have the TV influence that as well. But without the TV being part of that equation, the players generally will spit out that full 1080p signal and get that detail onto the screen. The things I would consider really are, one, are you dealing with a universal remote control environment? Now, there are new products for the PS3 that allow you to add, say, an IR port in order to gain control with, say, a Harmony-style universal remote or other
Harmony now has a PS3 adapter because the PS3 basically uses Bluetooth, which is not in most universal remote controls.
So that would be my main concern. The other is file format compatibility. If you really are going to be spending more time streaming, or at least as much time streaming files to your device as you are going to be watching Blu-ray movies, the LG 390 offers some pretty good file support, including some open source formats that the PS3 and the Samsung do not. And that's just one thing to keep in mind. Right. That, for me, is one of the key features. I believe all of the products that we've listed here are all DLNA compliant, meaning that if you have a home server that supports DLNA, you should be able to stream your pictures and supported video files, as well as music to that device and enjoy that in your living room as well.
Yeah. I gotta say, all three of them are gonna look amazing for Blu-ray playback. Personally, I would lean towards the LG 390. If I was buying a Blu-ray player today, the LG 390 is probably the strongest for me because I really like the fact that it not only has Netflix, but it also supports Vudu. And they're streaming HDX. If you have the network capacity to handle the downloads, the streaming loads for that, it is the best looking streaming HD you're gonna be able to find.
That, and also if you need to stack another component on top of the Blu-ray player, it's difficult to do that with the PS3 with the curved top and everything. So that's one last thing to keep in mind. Also, power consumption. The PS3 is going to consume much more power than any of the other products we just talked about as well. We're talking probably an order of 10 times more power, which it's still not a lot, but it compares, say, 25 watts versus 125 watts. And well, I guess that's five times.
times.
It's not quite 10 times.